I discovered a hidden door in my basement that I shouldn't have opened. The air was thick with suspense, and an inexplicable chill crept down my spine as I stood before it, my heart racing with both fear and curiosity. As I pushed the door further, a dark void greeted me, and eerie whispers filled the air, drawing me into its depths. Suddenly, two glowing eyes pierced through the darkness, filling me with dread and curiosity about what lay ahead. A shadowy figure stood just beyond the entrance, its form shifting and pulsating like a living nightmare. The reflection in an old cracked mirror nearby warped the already creepy scene, amplifying the sense of dread that filled the air. As the figure stepped into the dim light, its pale face and hollow eyes bore a twisted smile that sent chills down my spine. On the ground, I noticed an ancient dusty book, its pages fluttering eerily, filled with sinister symbols and disturbing illustrations that hinted at dark secrets. In a small, forgotten town, there stands a rundown motel with a chilling reputation known to locals as the place where no one should ever stay. Unexplained phenomena and strange occurrences have plagued every guest unfortunate enough to check in, leaving behind stories that send shivers down the spine. Among those tales is the story of a young couple who decided to ignore the warnings, lured by the low price and quiet atmosphere. What started as a simple getaway quickly turned into a nightmare as they began to experience the motel's dark secrets firsthand. As night fell, the couple found themselves unable to shake the feeling that they were being watched, every creak of the floorboards amplifying their anxiety. With every passing hour, the atmosphere thickened, and their hopes for a peaceful night faded into terror. Suddenly the power went out, plunging them into darkness, leaving only their racing hearts and the echo of footsteps that seemed to come from nowhere. With nowhere to hide, they realized the true horror of the motel was not just its past, but the malevolent force that still resided within its walls. The night was supposed to be ordinary, a simple babysitting job for Sarah, but as she spoke nervously on the phone with her friend Jane, something felt terribly off in the quiet house. Every creak of the floorboards echoed through the stillness, and Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. As Jane's laughter faded into a worried tone, Sarah suddenly heard a faint rustling sound coming from the kitchen. She paused mid-sentence, her heart racing, wondering if it was just her imagination or something more sinister lurking in the shadows. On the other end of the line, Jane's voice trembled, urging Sarah to check if everything was all right, but before she could respond, a loud crash echoed through the house. The babysitter's breath caught in her throat as she dared to move towards the source of the noise, every instinct screaming at her to flee. As she crept towards the hallway, the silence felt suffocating, each step echoing like a drumbeat in her ears. Suddenly, Sarah caught a glimpse of movement at the far end, just beyond the reach of her flashlight, and her instinct screamed for her to run. This story unfolds as a woman discovers a chilling reality. For months, an unknown man has been living in her attic, without her awareness, silently observing her every move. As nights turn into a cycle of sleeplessness, she begins to hear unsettling sounds, echoes of movement that make her question her own sanity. One fateful day, she stumbles upon a forgotten journal that belonged to her secretive attic dweller, revealing his unsettling fascination with her life. Horrified by the revelations within the journal, she trembles at the thought of being watched, unsure of what actions to take next, knowing that danger lurks so close. As her heart races, she musters the courage to confront the presence in her attic, aware that the chilling truth may be more dangerous than she ever imagined. With her heart pounding like a drum, she shines her flashlight into the dark corners, bracing herself for the confrontation that could change her life forever. As the tension builds, the figure steps forward and in a harrowing voice reveals their twisted reasons for living in secrecy, sending chills through her very core. In a quaint little town, a young woman named Sarah finds herself drawn to an antique mirror that has hung in her family for generations. But lately, she notices something strange. The mirror no longer reflects her image. As Sarah investigates this unsettling phenomenon, she begins to unravel a dark secret that has been hidden within the reflections, leading her down a terrifying path. Determined to uncover the truth, Sarah dives into her family's history, flipping through dusty old photo albums that hold clues to the mirror's dark origins. Meanwhile, strange occurrences begin to plague her daily life as whispers echo in the hallways and shadows dart just beyond her vision, leaving her feeling increasingly isolated and afraid. As the nights grow longer and the darkness deepens, Sarah's reflection warps into something sinister, revealing hints of the entities trapped within the glass. With her sanity slipping, she decides to confront the malevolent force that has taken residence in the mirror, venturing into the haunted woods that hold the key to her family's secret.